friends you need and friends you don't. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Rachel West Experience. Now that we're in a new year, I think that it is a good idea for us to now be thinking about what things we want to start adding back into our lives and what people we want to start adding back into our lives. So I thought it might be helpful to do a video based on my own expertise of the people that you need, the people that you don't, the friends you need, and the friends you don't. I think ultimately we all are sometimes afraid to be a little honest with ourselves. So let's start with the people that you don't need. Number one, friends you don't need in your life are people who make you feel worse when you are around them. And this can be very subtle. Somebody doesn't necessarily have to be actively putting you down or saying, mean or belligerent things to you in order for you to feel worse. Sometimes it's as simple as the energy or the vibe that this friend brings. Maybe they are constantly complaining about things. Maybe they're the type of friend who constantly is just in a state of stress and anxiety. Whatever their MO may be, if they are somebody who makes you personally feel worse, whether it makes you feel less energized or it makes you feel concerned, or it makes you, just feel uncomfortable, I think that that is probably one of the biggest warning signs. Usually as soon as we leave that friend, after having spent time with them, or maybe even it's just on the phone, after you've hung up, you'll notice that you don't feel as good around that person. And I think that that is something to really pay attention to, because you never want to be spending time or giving yourself to things or to people that are going to make you feel worse. Because why would you do that? Why would you do that? You wouldn't want to do that, right? So let's get rid of those friends, okay? Another friend that you don't need, friends who hold things against you. Some of these might be a little personal now that I think about it. If somebody's going to constantly be holding things against you, maybe you forgot their birthday. Maybe you didn't go to a party that they invited you to. Maybe you didn't dress in the outfit that they said you should wear. If they're going to hold something against you that is, unimportant to me, I'm just like, ain't nobody got time for that, okay? I don't need anybody, again, making me feel worse about things. I don't think anyone else should tolerate anyone making them feel worse about things, especially a friend, somebody who's supposed to love you, supposed to support you. I'm just like, nah. If somebody's gonna hold something against you, we ain't got time for that or that person, okay? We just don't. Another friend to look out for is somebody who constantly needs you. If you are constantly being hit up by somebody or forever being chased by this person, I feel like that should be a red flag, but I've noticed with a lot of friends, a lot of times that is just something they let slide. Some people like that. Some people want to feel needed in that way. I personally feel like you need a healthy amount of separation with everyone in your life. So if somebody's overly dependent on you and is constantly needing things from you, whether that's money, whether that's love, attention, affection, support, I'm here for all of those things in moderation. I think we just have to be respectful of one another and respect people's boundaries. I think that there are so many people in this world who love to invade other people's space and other people's boundaries. People tend to abuse their relationships in that way. And so I would just be wary of friends who really need you all the time and who really are afraid to be without you. It's one of those things where, oh no, be careful, okay? Another friend to avoid is somebody who is way too opinionated and in your business. Now, there's an important distinction to be made here. If this is a friend who wants to offer their advice to you every now and then, who wants to maybe try to call out certain behaviors that are unlike you or that feel inauthentic to you, I'm all for a friend calling a friend out. If that friend needs to be called out, sometimes you gotta offer your opinion, you gotta let them know what's up. But then you got some friends and some people who love to share their opinion all the time. And I don't understand why we ain't got a filter. There's an important distinction between somebody who's trying to offer constructive feedback and somebody who wants to criticize or just, crap on everybody else's parade. We're not here for that this year. Trust me, I've been there. It's not fun. Going along with people whom are over opinionated or the people whom are extremely judgmental. I think that sometimes this is very subtle, and it's one of those things where, again, if you're going to offer some constructive feedback, okay, but There are some people who like tend to just want to pick things apart or tend to make those sly little comments that are like, did you just say that to me? I personally feel like that is not a good sign. I think people love to judge other people. I think it's something that we do all the time as human beings, whether we like to admit it or not. We're constantly making judgments. However, I do think when it comes to sharing those judgments, it's one of those things where you just have to be really respectful. And to me, those friends that are constantly judging or saying, you really shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be eating that, you shouldn't be seeing that person, you shouldn't be talking to that person, you shouldn't be going there. All of those judgments are usually unwanted. And if that person hasn't gone through, the process of asking you if you would like an opinion or asking you, if you're happy before offering their own judgments, it's like, we don't need that, okay? That's not cool. And it doesn't make anybody feel better. And on top of that, I just think there are more constructive ways of communicating things. Another friend to look out for are people who do not support your dreams and aspirations, which why would you not? We all have enough people in the world to try to put us down. If you're going to be selecting a friend, and we really do choose our friends, these are people that are not in our lives by default. These are people that we choose to have around, people we choose to spend time with. If you're going to be selecting somebody to be your friend, that person should absolutely be supportive of your dreams and of your aspirations and should want to help you if they can help you. Friends that are like, are you sure that's what you want to do? Or that sounds kind of silly. Or maybe you should go for something more realistic. Granted, sometimes these things can be things we need to hear. However, the goal should be that they want to support you. Whatever it is you're trying to do, friends should want to be there, should want to have your back, should want to do what they can to help you get there. If that's not the type of person that they are and that they're going to be crapping on your dreams, then say goodbye. It's not hard. I mean, it is hard sometimes to say goodbye, but say goodbye. Last but not least, friends that you don't need to have are people that don't respect you, people that don't trust you, people that say negative things about you. It just is unnecessary. If somebody doesn't respect you, maybe they're making rude comments, maybe they're saying things that they know that you don't like. Maybe they are acting in a way that is very self-serving and they're not respecting your own personal values, limitations, whatever it is. There has to be mutual respect in every relationship, whether that's romantic, whether that's a friendship. There has to be respect there. And I personally feel like anybody who's not going to respect you is not worth your time. That is like first and foremost, especially if it is something that is maybe going to progress into a romantic relationship. I mean, respect is everything. Everything. So if somebody is not showing you the respect that you deserve, cut that cord, baby, because that is not going to work out. Trust. That is definitely a no-no. Now let's move on to friends that you need, the friends that we love. So going back to what I said in my last friends that you don't, you definitely want friends who are going to support you. Things you want for yourself, things you want for your life, who wants to show you that they can be there for you, who wants to show you that they are in line with what you're trying to work towards in your life. We love those friends. Thank you, friend, for being supportive. Another friend you need is somebody who is considerate of your needs, includes your time, includes your emotions. First and foremost, you gotta have empathy, you gotta have sympathy. Those things allow you to really connect with people, and I think that somebody who is going to be considerate of you is somebody who's not going to abuse your boundaries, is not going to overstep, and is going to do their best to make sure that they're being respectful of you all the time. Consideration, common courtesy, if you will. Another friend that you need is a friend that is going to show up for you when it matters. I think ultimately we all just want to know that somebody is going to have our backs and that when worst comes to worst, we won't be alone. And so having a friend that's going to be there for you and show up when it really counts is like, we need those friends. And sometimes, that may not be for a long period of time. I have some friends in my life who have been in my life now for 10 plus years who, we don't talk all the time. However, I know in the back of my mind that if I ever needed anything from them, if I called them saying, hey, SOS, help a girl out, they would be there for me. And that means more to me than anything. And those are the friends that you want. You want those people that are going to be there when it really counts. You know who those people are. And if you don't have those people, seek them out. And if you do have those people, treat them good because those are the people that are really going to be there for you. Overall, you definitely want somebody who is going to make your life better. I have always applied this to both romantic relationships and to friendships because I think that that is just one of the first kind of gut feelings you get. You know how this person makes you feel. You know if this person is improving the state of your life, the conditions of your life, your emotions, all of that. And so you always want to look for a friend that's going to make your life better. Maybe they make you laugh more. Maybe they inspire you. Maybe they support you. Hopefully, you'll have all those things in a friend, but having somebody who really improves your life is so important. Lastly, and this kind of goes with the last one, look for friends that really inspire you to be a better version of yourself. That's the whole can of worms right there. And again, this goes for both friendships and romantic relationships. Somebody that's going to inspire you to be a better version of yourself is somebody that you absolutely need in your life because we have too many negative influences. We have too many distractions going on that to have somebody who really is going to be your reminder that you can be a better you despite the circumstances, despite whatever, is just the most fulfilling and most rewarding relationship. If friends were golden, honey, those are the friends that you definitely want to keep around. So overall, let me just say this. Friends can have good and bad qualities. Good and bad meaning maybe qualities that make you feel better and make your life better and qualities that don't. And of course, nobody's perfect. People make mistakes and you have to sometimes forgive one another. However, I just want to put it out there. It is 100% okay to say goodbye to negative influences, to say goodbye to people that don't serve you, to cut off communication with people that you no longer feel you need to have around. It's okay. I'm giving you permission, all right? And especially if you're a young person, and I say young as in like if you're still a teenager and you're still trying to figure out who your friends are, just know your friends are going to continue to change. And it's okay if you don't have friends forever. And it's okay if your friends don't last a lifetime because a lot of people don't. But if you do get lucky enough to find some amazing core people like I feel like I have, hold on to those people because those people are going to mean so much to you down the road. The important goal is to have healthy relationships, have people that support you, love you. We're all in search of love in some way, shape, or form. Hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully if you've been wondering if somebody is worth keeping around or not worth keeping around, this has given you a little bit of insight as to whether or not it's a great relationship for you to have or not. If you are somebody who struggles with keeping or maintaining good friends, maybe this will give you something to strive for. If you're looking for the type of friends that are going to be supportive and quote unquote non-toxic, this is a good idea, Keep looking, keep searching for those meaningful relationships because I promise you they're out there. There's so many great people in this world. Find the people that are going to make you feel good about you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed this, make sure you give this video a little thumbs up. Maybe drop the name of your best friend down in the comments. Let me know who you love. And if you're interested in seeing more videos from me, then please go ahead and click that little button that says subscribe. And I will see y'all again on the next video. Until then, have a great morning, day, or night, wherever you are. We'll see you next time. Bye.